Welcome to the Below Football Kaizer family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Montaung Jr. warns Kaizer Chiefs against immature celebrations to good start to the season ahead of January's true test. The Glamour Boys have been doing relatively well in the ongoing season, especially in the Premier Soccer League, where they are trailing joint leaders Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates by 3 points, with the former having played one more game. The Soweto Giants are also competing in the CAF Interclub competition, where they hope to reach the latter stages. The rebuilding of Amakasi. Kaizer Chiefs finished 10th in the 2023-24 Premier Soccer League season before managing to end in the 9th position a year later. To avoid a repeat of the same in the ongoing campaign, management signed 11 players, with most of them bringing much-needed experience to the team. The changes have made a difference for the club, where the Glamour Boys are giving Sundowns and Pirates a run for their money. On the PSL table, they have collected 22 points from 11 games, just 3 less than Macedonia, who have played 12 matches, and the Sea Robbers. Amakasi are also doing well continentally, where they are in the CAF Confederation Cup group stage. Chiefs warned about tough January. With the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations coming as well as the 2026 FIFA World Cup, domestic football will experience many matches played over a short period. Chiefs are set to compete in the PSL, Nedbank Cup, and CAF Confederation Cup early next year. The club's sporting director Kaizer Montaung Jr. is wary of the negative impact that this might have on the players and team at large. We have jam-packed fixtures coming up from January since the AFCON is coming and the World Cup next year. I think the period when we come back in January will be the true test of where we are. So, it is very much keeping our heads on the ground and making sure that we stay focused, he told the media. We have done very well in terms of one area, which is reducing the number of goals that we concede. Back to square one at Kaizer Chiefs? Sporting director Kaizer Montaung Jr. gives no assurance for Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef's futures at Amakasi despite the tremendous job. The two tacticians have been at the helm of the Glamour Boys in most matches this season domestically and abroad as the Soweto Giants work their way back to the top. Despite their arguably impressive performance, the club's executive management has not confirmed whether the duo will stay beyond the current campaign. The genesis. Kaizer Chiefs were desperately in need of a proven technical team at the beginning of the 2024-25 season, following their worst finish in the Premier Soccer League era, 10th. They contracted Nasreddine Nabi, who had to amicably part ways with AS FAR Rabat after just one season in charge, for a new challenge in the Premier Soccer League with Amakasi. Nabi came with his team, which included Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef as his assistants at the club. The debut season was tough. They finished 9th on the PSL table, but the coaching team were retained after winning the Nedbank Cup, the first crown for the club in a decade. Nabi was relieved of his duties at the club just 6 PSL games into the season, with the management opting to give Kaizer and Ben Youssef a chance to prove their quality in the team. They have since been at the club, calling shots until, at least, the end of the season. What Kaizer and Ben Youssef have accomplished so far. In the Premier Soccer League, the Glamour Boys have played 11 games so far with a return of 6 wins, 4 draws, and a loss, which has put them third on the table. They have 22 points, the same as second-placed Orlando Pirates, who have a better goal difference. Interestingly, they are 3 points behind the defending champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, who have played more matches, which has brought a conversation about the chances of Amakasi defying the odds to win it. Things, however, didn't work out in the Carling KN. Watch heartbreak for Montaung Salang despite Orlando Pirates' Loney grabbing superb assist as Kaizer Chiefs product scores Thunderbolt to help Stellenbosch FC silence Orbit College. In a high-octane Premier Soccer League at Olympia Park Stadium, fans were not only treated to drama but also to a classic football match as Stellenbosch grabbed a 2-1 win over Orbit College. Montaung Salang registered his 3rd assist of the season, although his side was stunned by the opponent's late comeback. Wasted chances. Stellenbosch goalkeeper Sage Stevens was tested in the 8th minute when Bulela Wagaba found himself in some space before he launched a right-footed shot from the left side of the box. Stevens was alert, and he managed to collect the ball calmly. The Maroons pressed, and in the 9th minute came close to breaking the deadlock, but Janino Palace was stopped by the offside flag. Salang and Wagaba were involved in a team build-up in the 10th minute. The Pirates' Loney did well to spot Wagaba inside the Stellenbosch box, but the former headed wide. There was a big chance for Stwellies in the 12th minute, but Devon Titus was denied by Orbit College goalkeeper Sekoane Moiraine, who made a good save. After moments of dealing with threats by Orbit College, Stellies responded in the 14th minute by pressing their rivals back. Moiraine pulled off a good save again to deny the visitors as he saved a right-footed shot by Titus. Yanga Madiba created 2 back-to-back free kicks for Orbit College in the 21st and 22nd minutes, but they could not take advantage of the chances, as both were wasted. Stellies were also not clinical in the final third. Musa Mulcanyi's header from the center of the box went wide in the 26th minute before Komatjo Likaloni sent his shot wide a minute later. Enyunea Kazi Godswill and Titus were involved in a team build-up in the 43rd minute, but the former only sent his effort away. Orbit College score, Stellies stage comeback. After the dismissal of Nasreddine Nabi from his position, Kaizer Chiefs are heading towards a Portuguese option. Police car light rumor, Kaizer Chiefs are reportedly eyeing highly rated Portuguese coach Pedro Soares Goncalves to fill their vacant head coach role, according to Cabine Desportiva Portugal. The ex-Angola boss, who led them to back-to-back COSAFA Cup titles, is also said to be on Al Ahly's radar eyes, pic.twitter.com/ovfzblf9nx. Soccer Beat at Soccer Beatsie, September 20, 2025. Ingram's last-second game winner helps Raptors stay hot and extend win streak to 9. Toronto, Brandon Ingram knew he had Pascal Siakam right where he wanted him. Ingram and Siakam had been battling one-on-one as time was winding down in the 4th quarter of Wednesday night's game between the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. With the game tied 95-95 and Siakam defending against him, Ingram drilled a 14-foot pull-up jump shot, putting the Raptors up by 2 with 0.6 seconds left on the clock. "I knew he was in foul trouble, and I knew he didn't want to be overly aggressive, so he was at my mercy at that point," said Ingram. "I just wanted to be super aggressive. I saw he kept backing up and I just kept being aggressive and getting to my spots." After a full timeout, Montreal's Benedict Mathurin missed a 26-foot bank shot for the Pacers, ending the game. Ingram finished with 26 points and 8 rebounds as the Raptors won their 9th straight game. It was his first game-winning shot since the New Orleans Pelicans traded him to Toronto on February 6. "Everybody knows why BI is here, and what he does for our team, and there's no secret there," said head coach Darko Rajakovic. "He's doing not just a great job of scoring in those situations, but also playmaking. He showed it over and over this season." The Raptors are first in the Atlantic Division, 2 games up on the New York Knicks, and second in the Eastern Conference, 1.5 games behind the Detroit Pistons. Toronto F. Jessica's son swaps boots for clipboard at Chiefs. 3 years ago, Kenneth Simmons was being tipped as the next Montaung family football prodigy, a lanky, intelligent striker with a natural eye for goal in Kaizer Chiefs youth ranks. But time, it seems, has shaped a different story for the grandson of a Makasi founder Kaizer Montaung. Update on Sailing's future after Orbit Heroics. The son of Chiefs marketing director Jessica Montaung, Simmons has now turned his attention from scoring goals to shaping those who will. At just 20, he is currently undergoing his CAF C license and serving as the assistant coach of the Kaizer Chiefs U15 side, a move that signals the beginning of a new footballing chapter for the young Montaung heir. Unlike his uncle Kaizer Montaung Jr., who was once a striker for the Glamour Boys, Simmons appears to be following a route more akin to his uncle Bobby Montaung, who moved into football administration at a young age instead of pursuing a playing career. His transition from the pitch to the touchline is understood to have been a considered decision, one grounded in a deep love for the game and a desire to grow within the structures of the club that has long been tied to his family name. Simmons' early coaching involvement with Chiefs junior teams has reportedly impressed those within the academy, who speak highly of his maturity and natural leadership qualities. Pirates overtake Chiefs with big win. Having once lifted the Gauteng Development League title as a player with Chiefs U17s, he now finds himself helping to mold the next generation of Amakasi stars. Why Chiefs will not return to Dobsonville. Kaizer Chiefs sporting director Kaizer Montaung Jr. has confirmed that the club will not be